Yo, it's the Underdog of the Underground, Krash Williams, and I'm with my guy, Myles. You already know, man. We out here.
Brand new EP's out right now.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
one half of a collective called KrashXElements.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
shout out to Elements, he's not here today.
Yeah, big up Elements, man.
And Highs and Lows EP came out. It was in end of January or early Feb.
Do you know what? It was end of January.
Yeah.
Just. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Highs and Lows video came out on like the 8th of Feb or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So it's been out for basically like what, about a month and a bit now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How's it feel?
It feels good, man. It feels like for us, it's one of those things where we released the EP a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And
Astronauts and Crosses.
And sonically it was very different. And this one it's shorter, but it's more cohesive.
Yeah.
In terms of, the sounds. It's like got that boom bap flavor, and not a lot of people are really making that sound.
Yeah.
And and still talking like current stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you dropped the song last year, 2018.
Yeah.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last project was 2016.
Yeah,
what kind of made you? What took so long?
Do you know what? I think for us, like we used to live together. We used to basically like live in Manchester together, and we went on tours like in prisons like across the country.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like when we first met. Literally, it was really intense because we had to make music together because that was part of the project that we were doing. So when we then I went back to London, he went back to Newcastle.
Yeah.
We still had the chemistry. So because of the distance, that didn't really matter at this point because we knew, like, I know what he's going to say on a verse or whatever, or vice versa. We don't need to be in the same place. But yeah, like, I mean, he's a family man. I'm a family man. But also for me, it's not even so much that.
Yeah.
It's more just the fact that I was doing so many things. Like, I do radio. I'm at 4 Music as well. So I'm doing like loads of things musically.
Yeah.
And music is one of those things. But music is my first love. So now it's just a case of let's do this, man.
Yeah.
And maybe like for us, I think maybe it's like shorter projects but more consistency.
Yeah. I think, like you said, it's very boom bappy, the new tape. And obviously a lot of people might not listen to that now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like you've channeled a certain age group.
Yeah.
But I noticed as well, obviously it's slightly off topic, but like Offset and 2 Chainz have dropped like really different albums where they're talking about real stuff. In the last like 2-3 weeks now. Obviously they're American, but fitting in the vibe.
Of course.
And they've kind of said now that they're done with talking about like just bust downs and all that. And they want to talk about real stuff. Obviously Offset spoke about his kids. 2 Chainz spoke about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously now you're coming through with this type of music, and a lot of people are as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like now a lot of people are going to start appreciating the music that you're making. But who was your early influences in this?
So US wise, definitely someone like Kanye West. Like College Dropout like changed my life, man.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of people would say that now in hindsight, but like literally when it came out, Kanye West was sick because like obviously his content was relatable to like what I was going through. I wasn't in college just yet. You know what I mean? Because man's a bit younger
trying
than
to
that.
expose his age and that.
But it was so relatable, and it was still hard. Like in terms of what he was talking about and stuff, it wasn't soft. You know what I mean? Because there was that side, and then also someone like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Like 50 Cent like inspired me as well. But just in terms of the way he moved, like he just kind of was a force to be reckoned with. And I love some G shit as well. But UK wise, Kano, very lyrical, Wretch, like those are 2 of my favorite lyricists. Like period. You know what I mean? They're just dope.
Yeah, I feel like for the most part, I think Kano and Wretch, for most people in the UK, probably Gets as well.
Yeah.
Like they're the top 3, and then like you said, Kanye and 50. For people, I'd say probably in their 20s right now.
Exactly.
They're gonna go for that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the next generation is gonna do though, because the next inspirations are gonna be maybe Drake for some people, and it might be Lil Pump next. Yeah, and I'd say like maybe more recently, not more recently, but like after that wave, I'd say someone like Childish Gambino. Ooh, good shout.
Like before Awaken My Love, and before like he showed like more of his singing side, like stuff like Because the Internet, and even Camp, which is like his first album, I was like, yo, this guy's sick. And you know what, he reminds me of myself, but he has his hand in a lot of pies, innit? And actor, I also do that.
Producer, I think you pretty much are a master of all trades.
I'm trying to be, right? I'm trying to be.
He's blushing. You can see it.
I'm trying to chisel away at certain things, but yeah.
So let's go back to the EP then. So there's only 3 songs on this tape. Now, I'm a person, I like music, but I don't like too much music. But I thought that this wasn't enough.
Okay.
I agree. You gave us 3 solid tunes. And I'm thinking now they have about 5 or 10 more of these in their locker. Where's the rest?
Well, that's the thing. Like, obviously with Astronauts and Crosses, it had boom bap elements, but then it had like
it's like Space Odyssey.
Spacey, 808s in there as well. And we have a lot of that. We probably have more of that than we do of this stuff. But
is that from like past recordings, or is that like most recent?
Most recent as well, like in the same mix, because me and Elements will talk about some space shit, and then next thing we'll be on some boom bap stuff, just talking about, I don't know, like Q-Tip and like Tribe Called Quest and people like that, like Andre 3000, people like that, who stood the test of time, but they pushed the envelope. You know what I mean? So
okay, I mean, going further down the line, so when the next project drops in 2022, what are you going to look to go down? Because I mean, there's a lot of channels that you can work with.
Well, what I can say is, for me personally, I am gonna release a project this year. For sure, me.
Okay.
Like
Krash
as Krash Williams, I will be releasing a project this year. It'll probably be like the second half of the year. And obviously I started my series Krash on the Couch. So that is every other Friday. So I mean, that's just like bars basically. I mean, there might be some songs that come out of it, maybe. And then I think for me and Elements, we've been talking about it, but I think it'll be more singles.
Okay.
Yeah, more singles, and then when we're ready for another EP, you won't feel like there's this big gap. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people like they need that consistency, because you guys are good. Like I was going through it on my Serato, and I was like, added it in. Like I've got a mix I need to show you after. That's solid with you guys in it, and you fit with a lot of elements as well. Like if you're trying to do some,
no pun intended.
Hey, I mean, I didn't even see it until you said it, but it's one of them situations where I mean, the chemistry, obviously you spoke about a little bit about that already. I mean, obviously we've spoken about it before when we last met up in like 2016 for an interview, but I feel like that's important, because there's some songs where like people will say, oh, why does he always go first, or why does that person always go first? Like you're going first more in this EP.
That's true.
But I feel like there's a nice flow and blend between it. Like how do you guys like work out the construction of songs?
That's a very good question. So we do a lot of voice note stuff. Because obviously Newcastle, London. So we do voice notes, and when it comes to the tracks, so usually how it would work is Elements will send over like a skeleton, and then I'll write something, or he'll come up with a concept. So it's very collaborative, even though we're apart. And then for us, like for example, last year we released So Mean, and like I was like, see, I kind of came up with a concept for that, because I was like, yo, we need to go back to back a little bit more. So we kind of throw people off a little bit, because otherwise it gets a bit predictable, especially when you're a duo. Like, you do a verse, I do a verse, and then the tune's done. So we switched up a little bit.
I mean, and I think the production as well is a lot cleaner. Like, what changed?
Hey, I mean, that's probably an Elements question, but I think when he's in his bag, man, like, because he produces for other people as well, and he's doing a lot of stuff with US artists, like up and coming US artists, and they're really hungry for that golden era sound. And a lot of US producers don't make that sound anymore. And it's funny because when you think about the old school artists who aren't in the limelight anymore. So for example, like Onyx, shout out to them. They come over to Europe and they do better in Europe. Because there are producers who make that sound, and I guess he's one of those producers. So with him doing that, I guess, you know, he'll pack away some of the stuff for us and be like, you know, I'm gonna hold that back.
I feel like sometimes producers do that all the time though. If they, especially if they rap, they're gonna hold that. That beat's a bit too good. I'm just gonna put that in one file over here.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I remember Elements saying, I think it was on Highs and Lows, right? That particular verse was your best verse yet.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Do you know what? I feel like it was very balanced, and you know, just in terms of where I'm at in life, I feel like it's a strong verse. I'd say maybe that, or I did like my reboot verse. My reboot verse flows wise isn't better than Highs and Lows because it's very consistent and very like, you know, but it's more like, okay, if you listen to the bars, like I feel like there's some clever stuff in there, but Highs and Lows is just sums me up, man. You know what I mean?
Shall I tell you one line that sums you up? The parsnip bar.
Oh,
because man's a vegan.
Do you know what? I borrowed that bar. That's a bar I borrowed from Gigs, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. From because he says, come up from the dirt like a parsnip. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I borrowed that bar, but the rest of it is like, I
was gonna say, like, you know, being a vegan now, changing it up. Has that helped with writing? And it's a wild question because it might be a literal straight no, but
yeah, it has in a way. I mean, obviously I like someone like JME. Like JME talks about his veganism from time to time in his bars, but he's so hard with it. It's not like he's preachy. So I'll just throw it in there, like, you know, what do I say? Yeah, plant eater. I say plant eater Mario with the ether. You know what I mean? So like eating the plants, and then man's got the fire. So it works.
Even Mario eats mushrooms.
Exactly. well, I mean, not them mushrooms. I mean, but
they're normal mushrooms. What do you mean? They just make you taller.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But also another line that we got to talk about as well is you talk a lot about, not even a line, like a series of lines. You talk about a lot about come up. And one bar I like is the one where it's like, if they all say we look like twins. If you had like, you know, a 10 for every time you heard that, you have your own empire. And then you have the other one where it's like, I'm trying to think of it now. It's like, black boys, now we're all black men. That's it.
See, another line from someone who I rate. Like, I've never met him and I want to meet him one day. It's Bashi, and I wish Bashi still made music as well.
I feel like he kind of just transcended though. Like he's kind of gone into like what 24.
Yeah,
and
true.
Then some other projects and stuff.
I definitely feel like Bashi was like underappreciated in music. That's what I feel. Like, you know, even Kano to a certain extent. Like, although people look at Kano as like one of the goats, I mean, for me, Bashi is one of my goats.
Like,
because from Northwest, you know, I'm from Northwest. So when he came out, he was like a Luda to me. You know what I mean?
Ludacris, the artist, not the rapper, not the guy who's on Fast and Furious. Just saying.
Oh no!
Because some people don't know that, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's mad. But what was your question?
It was more like, where do you channel these bars from?
So, like, my style is like, it's like, I like escapism. But I like just painfully honest content as well. And I feel like if you're speaking your truth, it doesn't always need to be pain. It can be it's more rewarding when, you know, I'd rather have like 5 people who listen to it and they take something from it than like try and bend my back over for like 500 people and, you know, and then they're very fickle. You know what I mean? So if I'm talking my truth, then ultimately no one can. It feels better when I listen to it, you know. Like I played that to my brother, or my brother listened to it like the other day, and you know, he was like, "Yo, like you brought me to tears," sort of thing, and I was like, "Yo, that's sick," you know what I mean? Like that tune was for him. So ultimately, I'm like, right, okay, cool. Everyone, like, there are loads of people who got brothers, and there are loads of people who are black. So they have black brothers, and you know, Elements talks about his brother as well. So there's that other element to it. So.
Have you ever written a verse where you're like, this is so real that you had to just leave it to one side?
That's coming, bro.
Boy,
I mean, Crash on the Couch, yeah, it's just it's like a lyrical exercise. But besides that, you know, I'll play you a tune. I can play you a tune after this.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, cool. I see where it's coming from. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, let's talk about Krash on the Couch then, because that's relatively very, very new.
Very new.
I think by the time this episode comes out, you'll probably be on episode maybe 3 or 4 of Krash on the Couch.
Yeah.
So obviously, bit of alliteration there as well, you know.
Yeah.
But how did you decide to start that?
Oh, Krash on the Couch. So, like, I mean, people always ask me about my name, innit?
Yeah.
Like, and obviously, I came up in a time where, you know, everyone just had their tags in school and stuff like that, rap names, and mine was Crash, based off Crash Bandicoot, innit?
Yeah. He's wearing the hat right now. Just do a quick turn to the side. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Is it this way or that way?
It's other way. There you go. No, other way. Right. Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Krash Williams. And then, you know, people, whenever I address myself as Crash in public, they're like, oh, they think of various things. They're like, oh, did you get in an accident? Or then they think, oh, actually, like, does he sleep everywhere or whatever? And like, for me, the couch has always been a cushy place. Like, you know, you can have conversations on there. People go through therapy, like, and they're lying on a couch. I fall asleep on the couch to watch Netflix a lot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And there's other reasons as well, but you're gonna have to.
We're not talking about them right now. Family show.
Yeah. You're gonna have to watch Krash on the Couch, man.
I mean, the first episode is,
but those are some meanings for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. I like it.
Yeah.
I feel it's definitely a good series.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And all right, so you said there's a project coming by yourself this year. How far are we done?
So, for me, I have, in terms of actually done, I've got a list of songs that I want to create.
Okay.
I would say we're about 50%.
That's not bad, you know.
Yeah, we're about 50%. But, you know, with this Krash on the Couch thing, like, it's not going to distract me.
Okay.
Because I've already spoke to my producer and stuff like that, and he's like, how many episodes in a season of Krash on the Couch are you going to do? Because obviously we need to get you in the studio and doing stuff. But in terms of content that I have sitting there already, I've got 50% done.
Do you think, because you're doing Krash on the Couch, right?
Yeah. And
then you're making your album, so you're in the process of doing both at the moment.
Yeah.
How are you going to run out of bars?
Nah, never.
Okay.
Never. But I tell you one thing though, it's nice, like, so, okay, with the highs and lows verse, which is, like, you know, arguably my best verse to date, that verse wouldn't have happened if I didn't go to Prague. I went to Prague, and I went to Prague by myself. I've never been on holiday by myself.
Yeah.
And, like, it just gave me a new lease on life. And you know, one of them holidays where you're like, do you know what? Like, I could have brought, like, homies along or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, do you know what? I'm going to try something different. And it was just, I came back fresh. And then literally a few days after that, I went up to Newcastle and I was chatting to Elements. I told him about it. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm charged up. Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like holidays definitely give you that escapism anyway. And then obviously you're talking about escapism in the lyrics. So it all blends in.
Yeah.
But I want to say as well, right, is...
oh my days. Oh my gosh, Ra. You went back there. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, by 2009 that came out.
Yeah.
Different sound.
Different completely.
Had a nose piercing back then.
Yeah, bruv, I still got it, man. It's just, oh man.
It's still there.
It's still there. It's just smaller. Yeah.
I mean, looking at that time and then looking now, how's it feel?
Man, you know, like, then I was in Manchester still.
Yeah.
And I was learning how to mix and all that stuff. I mixed it myself. I mastered it myself. It was good. I just feel like I just didn't necessarily, I had a lot of the tools. Now I'm just getting it. And I feel like there's a lot of life that I've lived. So I'm a different kind of artist.
Yeah.
Which is, I was still like, I've evolved as an artist. I feel like I was still that same artist.
Yeah.
But I've evolved.
Okay,
for sure.
I mean, obviously the sounds change as the time goes, because that back in the day sounded more like a sway sound.
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, Sway's sick as well.
Yeah. Got it Independence Day at the time when it's recorded. But I mean, like, I think as you get older, your sound's gonna change anyway. If you're making the same sound that you make in 2009, chances are you're probably not around today.
Yeah.
And even the artists that were around or are around from then, like if you think Drake came out around 2009.
Yeah.
Giggs has been around since about 2008.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else has been around UK wise. Gets, Wretch V2, The Movement, and all that. They've been around since then, and all of them have had different like styles. So looking forward into the next 10 years, obviously it's harder. It's easier said than done, because we don't know what music's going to be like in 2029. Where do you see music going, and where do you see yourself in where the music's going?
Oh, great question, man. So with things like Krash on the Couch, you know, I love limiting myself to a certain point and then using that limitation to be creative with. Yeah. So I'm like, right, okay, I've got this idea. It's going to be orientated around the couch, and we're going to stick to that. So that is the limit, right? But certain artists will find something and be like, oh, what? So I've got to rap on a couch like maybe like 10 times and then have a break and then do it again. Like, how can I make this different every time? So I'm the type of artist that can. So I feel like reinventing myself is something that I intend to do. But visually, I feel like my visuals will definitely articulate my lyrics a lot more, because I would like to be one of those artists where you have to just rewind my verse, like, because those are the artists I love, like Lupe, Wretch, Kano. Those are the type of people where I'm like, whoa, what did he say again? Like, let me listen to that again, and you get another layer. So for me, like, obviously in 10 years time, I just want people to look back and be like, yo, he was mad consistent. Like, I don't know what level in terms of, you know, big leagues or whatever I'm going to get to, but for me, it's like putting myself out there. Because the last 10 years, like, I did put myself out there in the music industry, but people don't really know me as an artist. They know me like for other things. So I'm like, I can't be too hard on myself, because I'm like, nah, you've been busy creatively, but show this side of you if that's the side you want people to see.
Well, I think obviously you've got the body behind you, which is UKFULLSTOP, which is your radio platform, and that's doing amazing things and has done amazing things for the last
gang.
There you go, last 5 years. But I feel like now is the time that we see Krash Williams or Krash Williams doing bits, and like I think this year is going to be great for you.
Thank you, man.
Are we going to get a show anytime soon?
Yeah, so that's another thing as well. Grassroots, bro. Grassroots. Krash on the Couch will hopefully help me to
get bookings and stuff.
Get bookings, yeah. I'm not going to lie. Like, but I feel like with my approach and with me trying to be so transparent, like with the Krash on the Couch, the first one was just, let me exercise, but I'll get deeper and I'll have fun with it. With that, hopefully people will see and they'll be like, do you know what? Yeah, let me give him a shot. And then besides that, I'm like, back to basics. Open mics, any open mics out there, I want it. Get me? Bigger showcases, I want it. Like, that's me. I'm not like, I'm literally out here and I'm like, do you know what? Let me establish myself from the very beginning. People will go on my page and they'll be like, oh, right, actually, this isn't his beginning, but okay. Cool.
I think just search Krash Williams on YouTube and you'll see like there's enough content in there. There's
various haircuts,
20, 30 pages of content. Been used to Rap the News as well.
True. Krash Rap News. Aye, shouts out to UKFULLSTOP's Danny Bliss as well, who's also a rapper on the radio platform that I have, and he's taken over the Rap News. So by the time this comes out, he would have done a Rap News.
There you go. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens for you this year. The last question I've got for you as well is last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever Barney Artist spoke about people managing their 9-to-5s or their other side job over their music job, and I'm gonna start asking a lot of people this question as well. It's like, how do you manage?
That's a sick question, man. Well, okay, for me, it's slightly different to what he said. But I've definitely been in that position. I feel like, let's say, for example, you hate your 9 to 5. Yeah. If you hate your 9 to 5, in a way, it's good because it's all energy, innit? So I'm not saying the hatred is good, but I'm saying you use that energy and you use it to fuel your music, and it will put you in another position. So in my day job is music as well. Like, it's not always music, but it's creative and it's music. So I almost have like plan A and plan B together, or maybe A1, A2, because ultimately I don't want to put myself in a box. But I feel like you've got to show people your journey and not be afraid to show people your journey, because really, if you're trying to portray anything else, people might believe you because you might be a good actor, but eventually people see through it. You know what I mean? Like, time will tell, and then people will look at you like, oh, like you were lying to us. Whereas most people love an underdog. They love an underdog until the underdog becomes massive, and then they're like, oh yeah, he sold out. But hey, you gotta eat.
I mean, yeah.
Not saying to sell out, but you know, like people will. I feel like people love transparency in this day and age. They love it. Yeah. So bigs up to you. I worked in Marks and Spencer's for like 4 years, and I made some great music then. Yeah. So what?
Pretty much. Yeah. I don't think anyone should be ashamed. At the end of the day, when you make it, you're doing big things. Yeah. Who's gonna talk to you?
Oh yeah, and one more thing as well, especially when we're talking about rap. Yeah. Here's one thing that you have to remember that I feel like people have forgotten. Yeah. Like, there's people like Diddy, yeah, who's elevated the culture, and he's made something really, really amazing. He's shown like where hip hop can go. Yeah. But then you've got people, you know, like who were on the street corners, yeah, when this thing was just being made before Diddy and them, man. And this is from the street. This is street culture. People talk about hardships and all this and that. Then, like, how can you disconnect the two? Like, how can you say, just because man's working retail, that's my hardship, that's my struggle, you know what I mean? I might have to keep my lights on, you know what I mean? And then if someone else is looking at you like, oh, well, you call yourself a rapper. Yeah, of course he calls himself a rapper, because my guy is going through some kind of struggle, and that's ultimately what rap comes from. Luxury rap is younger than struggle rap.
Yeah, and I feel like it's going to be that way. I think we're going to leave it there. Yeah. Because we've got into it a lot. I mean, we caught up in 2016, you caught up in 2019. Yeah. Make it more regular once you drop your album. Come back and have another chat, because we need to break that down. I know it's going to have some struggle.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah. We need to break that down properly. I feel like going from that now, because obviously Highs and Lows EP's out right now. Next time we're going to see you is for the album. Yeah. So what are people waiting for? How should people wait and anticipate this album?
Well, I mean, it might not be an album, but like it's definitely going to be it's going to be more than, it'll be like 7 tracks.
Okay, so like an EP or LP, a playlist.
Maybe a playlist. Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
You got spun, innit? I'm talking about like what's gonna happen in between.
Oh, in between.
Yeah, we got Crash on the Couch.
What else? What else is gonna happen? Singles with Elements. Yep, that's gonna happen. Also, in terms of UKFULLSTOP stuff. Yep, we're gonna do some online content as well.
There you go, Krash. Pleasure,
bro. Thank you, man. And bigs up to you, man. I really, really appreciate this. Like I said, man, it's show and proof season, man. So it's gonna be that. Bigs up to the homie Myles each and every time. I've been Underdog at the Underground. Krash Williams. We out.